So the problem that I'm running into right now is just finances. Mm-hmm. So like I have a business strategy, but it's essentially a $70 million project.
Yeah, I've seen that. I was like, how is that even possible?
So you have to buy the building, which is about $8 million.
Yeah.
Then you have to tear down the building, tear up all the concrete in the parking lot.
Is that because it's not stable no more? Like the building is can't...
If you're gonna start a new store, you can't have a raggedy parking lot like the one that they currently rocking.
Right.
And so you have to repave, redo the building, electrical POS system. You have to get all of your freezers. You have to get all of your like shelves, your counters, employees.
Right.
And then your distribution people, truckers, all that stuff, security, insurance. And then you have to have enough capital to last 2 years. So that's where it's $70 million.
Yeah. He said,
that's how we get to that number.
Yeah.
That's how we get to that.
But I'm like, I could get the finance. I have a company of black-owned truckers who are like, hey, we'll haul your food for free for 6 months.
That's tight.
So those type of things, okay.
I have a black-owned paving company who's like, yo, we'll pave the entire parking lot for you for free. You just have to get materials.
That's cutting down some costs.
That's
I see.
cutting the costs.
I got a black-owned electrician company who's like, just get materials, we'll wire it.
There you go.
So the only problem is
buying it.
$7 million to buy it, and then another $8 million to rebuild.
Why don't we open up a GoFundMe?
Yeah, like how
well, I have a donation joint. The only reason I didn't go GoFundMe is because of how much they take.
Like, what's the percent on that? I'm sorry.
It's about like 8.5, 9.
Yeah, something like that. And then
So,
what he's asking.
Like if I were to raise
As soon as he
7
hits it,
million,
they're taking it.
you feel me? Like if I raise 7, I would have to raise like closer to like 8, 8.5 in order to actually get it.
Right.
But I do have. So this will be the first time anybody hears this. You guys know that construction happening downtown by the movie theater?
Yeah.
So they're going to build apartments there by visionary home builders. The bottom floor of it, they want it to be a grocery store. They asked me,
They're really going
would
downtown.
you go here and build, and like we would give you, like you don't have to build anything. We'll give you a building, and we'll give you 18 months worth of free rent and utilities.
There we go.
And we'll give you your freezers and everything. All you have to do is stock it. And so we're probably going to run with that to start.
There you go.
What's going to be? I don't want to get too much into it because I don't. Yeah.
Hey, ask me anything.
What's going to be based on that? You want to keep it local? You want to keep it like an actual, like a food for less type store? You want local brands? What type of grocery store is that going to be?
So it's going to. So we're going to have. It's going to be. So for the downtown and because I told the folks, I'm like, yo, I'm getting that K-Mart no matter what. We're going to go get it.
Let's go.
Because the second issue I was running into was there was a company who put in their $7 million bid.
After you've been doing this, see that's some haters.
They want to turn it into a car lot.
Oh man!
But there's zoning issues because it's across the street from a school.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So legally you can't have it there. But if they were to divide the lot and then go, I think it's like a couple 100 feet.
You're
good.
Sorry. Go a couple 100 feet further south, then they could build it. But they're not going to do all that. But no, we're going to I want it to be quality groceries. So I want it to be, the distributor I have is the same people who distribute to Safeway.
Yep, there we go.
Because it was really, it was not even borderline. It was hella disrespectful how some of the people talked to me who were like, who owned the building. Because they were like, in the community, like you need to make it affordable. Like they don't, like they won't build a Target there, but they'll give you a DD's discount because it's like better in the price range for them. And I'm like, do you understand that like the community that you're talking about are the main people who buy Gucci, who buy Prada, who buy Jordans, Fear of God? I'm like, we ain't broke. I'm like, we shop at all your high-end stores.
Right.
You guys just don't put them in our communities.
Right.
I'm like, so we can buy good groceries. So stop playing with me like I need to go out here and go get bottom shelf groceries to be able to make people eat. No, people will buy it if they know it's good.
Truth.
I'm like, we just don't trust y'all.
Right.
Like, I don't know why I'm paying this price at Safeway.
Right.
But they know that if it's coming from somebody in the community, they're like, oh, I got it. So to answer your question, it's going to be a regular grocery store, but we're going to have two specific aisles. We're going to have a 209 aisle, which is going to feature all 209 stuff.
Oh, I love that.
So,
I love that. I was going to say, because that was one thing I wanted to touch, because the produce, I hear there's a problem with the produce in local farmers that they're outsourcing now. They're going to get all the produce from Mexico, and they're cutting.
Oh, yeah, no. We're trying to. So we actually have a Black Farmers Association local that we're going to tap into. And so we wanted to bring that part in. And then the other aisle we have is a 619 aisle.
Really?
And the 619 is June 19th.
Oh, wow.
Juneteenth.
Yep, for Juneteenth.
Wow.
And so a strictly Black-owned aisle. So
That's
anything
awesome.
Black-owned from around the country is there. So we're going to have, like, a whole local section where it's like, hey, yo, cuz, like, I want to get cookies. Let's see if it's in the 209 section. Or it'd be like, hey, yo, cuz, like, I want to get some chips. Let's hit the 619 section, see if they have any, and if they don't, I'll get the Doritos.
Rag snacks.
You feel me?
Oh, yeah. Anything like that. Yep, Caribbean type, you never know.
You
That's
feel me?
tight.
Like, and, like, people will be surprised. It's like, oh, yo, like, dang, there's a Black-owned coffee bean? It's like, yeah. Like,
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome.
There's a local person who makes, like, really delicious desserts. Be like, yeah.